Hi viewers, welcome to Gani's YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I am going to explain you how to create this type of fabrication drawing in Tekla structures. Okay, let's start. Open Tekla structures with Indian environment. Now I'm going to create columns and beams. So click on steel and select this column and zoom it here. Click on here to place the column. Now I'm going to create 4 columns. So click on here and click on here and click on here. Right click on mouse interrupt. Use the shortcut Control 4 for render view. Now I'm going to create beams. So click on beam and pick the first point here and pick the second point to create beam like this. Now I'm going to create remaining 3 beams. So pick the first point and pick the second point and pick the first point and second point to create beam. Similarly, we're going to create here like this. Now right click on mouse interrupt. You can see now I have 4 beams like this. Okay, now I'm going to create 2 beams, intermediate beams here. So before that we need to create reference point. So click on edit and scroll it down and click on here and select this online point to divide 2 equal points here. So let's take here 2 to create 2 equal points here with equal spacing. So click on apply OK. Pick the first point here and pick the second point here to create 2 equal spacing 2 points. Similarly, we're going to create 2 points here. So pick the first point and pick the second point to create 2 points at this location. Right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. You can see now these points are hidden. To display these points, double click on space, click on display. You need to click on here points, we need to tick mark here, then click on modify, apply, OK. You can see, click on OK. You can see now I have these 4 points. Okay, now I want to create beams between these 2 points. So click on steel and select this beam and pick the first point here and pick the second point to create beam. Right click on mouse interrupt. Now I'm going to change this profile. So double click on this beam. By default we have ISMB 300. Now I'm going to change this profile. So click on here. Let's take ISMB 250. Now click on apply, OK. Now let's change the color. So click on here. Let's take +2. Now click on modify to see the result. Now close this window. Right click on mouse interrupt. Click on space. Right click on mouse redraw view. Now I'm going to create one more beam at this location. So click on this beam and pick the first point and pick the second point to create one more beam. Right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. Now I'm going to create connections. Before that we need to change this numbering. So double click on this beam. By default we have assembly number B, initial prefix, and part number we have M. For example, we're going to take here P for part number. Now click on modify, close it. Now I'm going to create fabrication drawing for this only this part. Now I'm going to create connections. So go to application components by using the shortcut Control F. In search bar, type number 186 connection. Now select this component, column with stiffness 186 component. So select it and pick the main part as a column and pick the secondary part as a beam to create connection between this column to beam. Now close this window. Right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. Now zoom it here. Use the shortcut Control R and pick the rotation point here. Use Control and mouse middle button to rotate like this. And zoom it. Right click on mouse interrupt. Now use the shortcut Shift 4 for render view for components. Now I'm going to edit this component to remove this chamfer. By default you will get this chamfer at this location for this plate. So double click on this plate, click on this plate tab. You can see by default you will get this with chamfer, this plate. You can see, zoom it here, click on modify to see the result. You can see by default you will get chamfer at this corner of this plate. So now I'm going to change this corner. So click on here, let's take this option without chamfer value. Now click on modify to see the result. You can see now I have without chamfer plate. Now I'm going to give the this plate prefix as P. So enter here P, and start number always we need to take 1. Now click on modify, apply, OK. Now I'm going to create same connection on this side, right side. So go to application components by using the shortcut Control F and select this component column with stiffener 186 connection. Pick the main part as a column and pick the secondary part as a beam. Now close this window, right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. Now use the shortcut Control R and pick the rotation point here. Now use Control and mouse middle button to rotate like this. Right click on mouse interrupt. Now we're going to create connection between this main beam to secondary beam. So go to application components by using the shortcut Control F. Let's take here component number 146 and select this component, shear plate simple 146 component. Now pick the main part as a beam and pick the secondary part as this secondary beam to create connection between these two beams. Now close this window here, right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. Now use the shortcut Control R and pick the rotation point here. Now use Control and scroll button to rotate like this and zoom it here. You can see now I have connection like this. Right click on mouse interrupt. Now I'm going to edit this connection to create prefix part number. So double click on this connection, click on this plates tab. Let's take prefix P and start number 1 to create part number P1, P2, P3 like that. So click on modify, apply, OK. Now click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. For more details about this connection and this connection, I have clearly explained in my previous videos, so go to my channel and watch it. Now we're going to create same connection at this location. So go to application components by using the shortcut Control F and let's take this component number 146 and pick the main part as this beam and pick the secondary part as this beam, secondary beam. Now close this window, right click on mouse interrupt, click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. You can see now I have connection like this. Okay, now I'm going to create numbering. So click on this drawings and reports, click on here perform numbering and select this option number modified objects. Click on this save numbers, click on space, right click on mouse redraw view. You can see now numbering completed. Now I'm going to create assembly drawing for this beam. So select this beam, right click on mouse, create drawing and select this assembly drawing option. You can see one drawing created successfully. Now I'm going to open this drawing. So go to drawing list by using the shortcut Control L, or you can click on here also document manager or use the shortcut Control L. You can see now I have one drawing here. Scroll it down. You can see now I have drawing number B3 is the assembly number. So double click on it to open. It might be take few seconds to open. Just wait for open the drawing. Close this window here. You can see by default this drawing will be like this. These default dimensions are more than enough to create this assembly drawing, but we need to create single part and assembly drawings. So now we're going to create single part and assembly dimensions in this sheet from basics. So we're going to delete this section and top view, and we're going to delete all dimensions. Now we're going to create from basics from starting. Double click on this option, select dimensions in drawings to activate only this option. Now drag and select entire drawing. Now delete it to delete all dimensions. Now select this option, select all, and let's remove this part mark also, whole part mark, and select it and click on delete to delete it. You can see now I have simple beam with holes and these plates. This is the assembly drawing. Now click on this rectangle and drag and place it here. Initially we need to create single part drawing for this beam and this plate. So select this beam, right click on mouse, create single part views. You can see now I have this single part drawing with the total length, and we have dimensions also here. This dimension is more than enough to create this part. and holes. Now I'm going to delete these dimensions. Now I'm going to explain you from basics. So just to delete it and delete this one also. You can see now we need to check the scale in this drawing. So double click on this view. You can see now I have scale 1/10 for this view. You need to double click on this rectangle to open view property. So we need to maintain the same scale in this single part drawing also. So double click on this inside rectangle, enter here 1/10. Now click on modify to see the result. You can see now it has same scale in depth. Now we need to increase little bit length. So click on this attributes 2 and let's take here 600. Click on modify it. You can see now we have little bit length like this. Now click on apply, OK. Now click on this rectangle and drag and place it proper position. Now we need to create part mark for this part. So select it, right click on mouse, add mark and applied. By default we have part assembly number here, but we need to create part number. So double click on it and click on this assembly position, click on remove and select this part position, click on add, then click on modify it. You can see now we have part position P1. You can see in bill of material we have part number P1 for this part. If you want to remove this rectangle, click on this general and click on here and select without frame, click on modify it to create like this. If you want to create arrow at this location, so click on here, select this option with arrow, click on modify it to create arrow like this. If you want to change arrow type, then click on here. We have different types of arrows here. As you require, just select it and click on modify it. Now click on modify, apply, OK, and click on it and use the left mouse key to drag and place it like this. Now we have part number. Now I'm going to create total length of this part. So select this horizontal distance and pick the first point and pick the second point here. Now press the scroll button to place the dimension. Right click on mouse, interrupt. You can see now we have total length. Now I'm going to change this arrow type. So double click on it. Click on this appearance. By default we have arrow shape like this. I'm going to change this type of arrow. Then click on here, select this option, click on modify to see the result. Now click on modify, apply, OK, like this. If you want to change this dimension text height, then double click on it, click on appearance. By default we have 2.5. let's take here 2. Now click on modify. You can see now this text height should be 2. According to your requirement you can change from here. Now click on modify, apply, OK. Now I have this part number P1 and total length 5560. Now we have this part information in bill of material. You can see we have P1 and profile ISMB 300 and material grade IS 2062 and number of quantity 1 and length 5560 like this. You can see now I have the area and total weight also here. Now coming to these holes, now I want to mention this hole size and hole dimension. So now I'm going to create horizontal and vertical dimensions for this hole. So select this horizontal distance and pick the first point here and pick the second point and pick the next point here. Now press the scrolling button to place the dimension. Right click mouse, interrupt, select this dimension and drag and place it properly as you required by using the left mouse key. Similarly we're going to create vertical dimensions. So select this vertical and pick the first point here and pick the next point and pick the next point and press the scroll button to place the dimension. Right click mouse, interrupt and drag and place it properly. You can see now we have vertical dimension and horizontal dimension to create holes. Now I'm going to create hole size. So select this hole, right click on mouse, add mark and applied. You can see now we have hole size like this. Hold the shift and left mouse key to adjust the position of this arrow like this. If you want to create arrow here, then double click on it, click on general and click on here and set this arrow, click on modify, apply, OK. If you want to remove this frame, then double click on it, click on general and click on here and select this option without frame. Now click on modify, apply, OK, like this. Similarly we're going to create a horizontal vertical dimension for this holes. So select this horizontal and pick the first point here and pick the next point and pick the next point horizontally and press the scroll wheel button to place the dimension. Right click mouse, interrupt Similarly, we're going to create vertical dimension. So select it vertical and pick the first point and next point and next point. Now press the scroll wheel button to place the dimension. You can see now we have horizontal and vertical dimensions for this hole from edge of this part, like this, horizontal and vertical. Now I'm going to create hole size. So select this hole, right click on mouse, add mark and apply to create hole. Now select it and drag and place it like this. Now I'm going to place this arrow at this hole. So hold the shift and left mouse key to drag and place it like this. You can see now I have hole size like this. Okay, now I'm going to remove this center line. So double click on this center line, remove this tick mark here, then click on modify, apply, OK. Okay, now we have this total length and part number, and we have the profile information here, and we have hole dimensions and hole mark, and here also hole dimension and hole mark. These dimensions are more than enough to create this part and holes also. Now coming to this plate, you can see now in our bill of material we have plate number P4, and we have the profile information here and quantity also 2. You can see now we have 2 plates, this one and this one, 2 quantity. Now I want to create plate single part drawing. So click on this plate, right click on mouse, create single part view. You can see now I have single part drawing. Remove this section, click on it and remove this section view, and remove this top view also. These dimensions are more than enough to create this part. Now I want to delete this all dimensions. Now I want to create once again for you. So delete it. You can see now I have plate like this initially. Now drag and place it here. We need to create plate part mark. So click on this plate, right click mouse, add mark and apply it to create part mark. Hold the shift and left mouse key to adjust the position like this. P4. Now I have P4 information here, and plate thickness 10 millimeter and width 140, and we have quantity 2. Okay, now we're going to create this plate total length and width. So select this vertical distance and pick the first point and pick the second point and press the scroll wheel button to place the dimension. Right click mouse interrupt. You can see now we have total width 140. Now we need to create a horizontal dimension for this plate. So select this horizontal distance and pick the first point and second point and press the scroll wheel button to place the dimension. You can see now we have this plate total length and total width and thickness. This information is more than enough to create plate. Now coming to these dimensions for the hole. To create hole, we need to create dimensions. So select this vertical distance and pick the first point and second point here, next point here. Press the scroll wheel button to place the dimension. You can see now we have vertical dimension for this hole 40, 60, 40. Now coming to horizontal. So select this horizontal distance and pick the first point here, pick the next point and pick the next point and pick the next point at this location and press the scroll wheel button to place the dimension. Right click mouse interrupt. Now I'm going to adjust the position of this dimension. So click on it and drag and place it properly like this with equal spacing. Like this. You can see now I have this whole horizontal dimension 35, 60, 70 and vertical dimension 40, 60, 40. Now we need to create hole size. So click on this hole, right click on mouse, add mark and applied. You can see now we have hole size 4 number of holes, D indicates the dia, 18 hole size. Now select it and click on here and place it like this. P4 is the plate part number and this is the hole size. This information is more than enough to create this plate as well as hole size also. Okay, now I'm going to place this properly like this. Select this rectangle and drag and place it proper position like this. Okay, now we have created single part drawing for this assembly P1 and P4. You can see now bill of material we have created single part drawing for P1 and P4. Now we need to create dimensions for this assembly drawing. So select this part and right click on mouse, add mark and apply to create part number for this beam like this. Now we need to create plate part marks also. So select this plate, right click on mouse, add mark and applied like this. Now we need to create section view for this plate. So click on views and select this section view and pick the first point and pick the second point and pick the first point for cut box and pick the second point for cut box here. Click on here to create section view. Okay, now go to create this section view nearby it. So place it here. Now go to place this single part drawings here. So drag and place it here like this. Now we're going to reduce this arrow size, so double click on it. Let's take here 5, horizontal and vertical. Click on modify it, apply, OK, like this. You can see now we have this plate only left side, so we need to mention here near side. So double click on this part mark and select these fittings. Click on add and click on modify, apply, OK to create fittings like this. NS indicates the near side. This plate is only placed in near side like this, only left side. If you want to place this title at the bottom of this section, so then double click on it, click on labels tab. Now click on here and select the below. Now click on modify it. Now you can see now I have title at the bottom of this view. Now click on OK. You can see now I have part number P4 like this. Now I want to create same part number here. Select it, right click on mouse, add mark and apply like this. We don't require this center line, so double click on this center line. Now remove this tick mark and click on modify, apply, OK like this. Now we have part number P4 near side and we have the part number here P1. Now we need to mention the dimensions here to place this P4 part from edge of this beam. So now we have to create dimensions. So before that we need to create total length of this assembly. So click on this dimension and select this horizontal distance and pick the first point here and pick the second point at this location. Now press the scroll button to place the dimension. You can see overall length of this assembly 5560. Now I want to create dimensions from edge to plate edge. So click on this horizontal distance and pick the first point here. Now pick the next point at this location, zoom it and select here and zoom out and zoom it here and click on here edge of this plate. Now press the scroll button to place the dimension. You can see now have edge of this beam to edge of this plate distance we have 1783 and from this plate to this plate distance we have 2000. If you want to change this dimension style, then double click on this dimension and click on here and you can select this option number 1, 2, 3, 4th one, running dimension, select it. Now click on modify, apply, OK to create running dimension like this if you need it, like this. Okay, you can adjust this arrow on right side. Now double click on it, just change the spacing here. Let's take 5. Now click on modify it. Let's take here number 8, click on modify to move backward direction like this. You can place like this. You can see now this running dimension indicates this dimension 1783 from edge of this beam to this plate distance, and this 3783 indicates the from edge of this beam to this plate spacing. Okay, now we have total length. Now drag and place it properly like this. Okay, now we need to create the dimension from top of beam to this whole dimension. So select this vertical distance and pick the first point and pick the next point here and pick the next point at this location and press the scroll button to place the dimension. And double click on this dimension. Now we need to change this chain dimension. So click on here and select the first one. Now click on modify, apply, OK. From top of beam to this whole distance we have 70 and from hole to hole distance we have 60. Similarly, we need to create the same dimension at this location. So select the vertical distance and pick the first point and next point here and next point here. Now press the scroll button to place the dimension. Right click on mouse, interrupt like this. Now coming to in the section view. In section view also we need to create part number and hole dimensions to align this plate in this beam. So before that we need to remove this hatching and this center line. So double click on this beam. Now click on fill and click on here and select this none and click on modify to remove the hatching. Now coming to the center line, click on this content and remove this tick mark here. Now click on modify, apply, OK. Now I'm going to create part mark. So click on this beam, right click on mouse, add mark and apply to create part number P1. Similarly, select this plate, right click on mouse, add mark and apply to create part number P4. Okay, now I want to create dimensions. So select this horizontal distance from center of beam to this whole dimension and press the scroll button to place the dimension like this. Similarly, we're going to create vertical dimension. So select it and pick the first point, top of beam to whole dimension like this. To place this plate according to this dimension. You can see now top of beam to whole dimension we have 70, 60 and horizontally from middle of this beam to whole dimension 74 and 60 like this. Now we need to create weld mark here between this beam to this plate. So go to annotations and select this weld mark and click on here and pick the second point here to create weld mark like this. Now I'm going to create double side weld. So double click on it. Click on here and select this option and let's take here weld size 6. Now click on modify, apply, OK to create double side weld like this. Now I want to create same weld at this location. So select this weld mark and pick the first point and second point to create weld mark like this. Okay, you can also create weld size here also. Instead of creating weld size here, as you record, you can create at this location also. Okay, that's it about how to create fabrication drawing for this beam. Now use the shortcut Control S for save the drawing. Now close the window here. Now go to drawing list by using the shortcut Control L and scroll it down. You can see now I have B3 drawing. Now we have created this B3 drawing. So now I'm going to convert this drawing into PDF. So select it, right click on mouse, click on print, click on this PDF file. Now click on here to see the preview. Now select this option, open folder when finished and scroll it down. By default you will get color print. If you want to create black and white, then click on here and select this black and white. If you want to create in color print, then select it and click on print to convert this drawing into PDF. Now close it. If you want to export this drawing into AutoCAD, then select it, right click on mouse, click on this export option, click on this option, open folder when finished. Now we have this different types of AutoCAD versions, so you can select as you required. Now click on export to convert this drawing into AutoCAD. Now close this window and close this window. Okay, that's it about how to create assembly drawing for this beam. If you like this video, please like it and share it. If you have any doubts, please comment below. For more Tekla structure related videos, please go to my channel, youtube.com/GaniSK. I will provide this link in the description below of this video. Please go through it and come here. Under videos, you can find out so many Tekla structure related videos. I hope these videos might be helpful to you. And at the top right corner, please click on subscribe button. If you subscribe, you will get notification or updates when uploading new video. So please click on subscribe. Okay, thank you.